The Russian army is advancing in several directions from Popasna to finalize the surrounding of the Luhansk region, to the east, northeast and southwest. This is the data from the Institute for the Study of War. According to the institute, all three approaches are aimed at seizing key routes leading out of Lysychansk. The Russian occupiers do not stop shelling the city itself. The day before, 3 civilians were killed as a result of a heavy and prolonged airstrike on Lysychansk. An enemy shell hit a humanitarian aid center and damaged a vehicle used to deliver provisions for people. In Severodonetsk, the Russian occupiers damaged 11 apartment buildings and a facility of the Impulse enterprise.
These are cities of different sizes and populations, but cities. In the villages and settlements, the damage to the living areas is many times worse. Severodonetsk and Novozvanivka withstood several airstrikes over the past day. Now the enemy is trying to entrench in the area of Severodonetsk. Serhiy Haidai, head of the Luhansk Regional Military Administration.
The United States war study experts believe that Russia may start the battle for Severodonetsk in the next few days. Russian troops are attempting to advance east and west of Popasna and cut Ukrainian ground communication lines southwest of Severodonetsk and complete the cordoning off of the Luhansk region. The Russian forces targeted Zaporizhia in an attempt to destroy a key logistics center for Ukrainian troops operating in the east. The enemy missiles hit a number of objects in the Shevchenkivsky district. In the Oleksandrovsky district, a shopping center was destroyed. 60 residential buildings were damaged, 4 people were wounded, 1 woman was killed. In the occupied territories of southern Ukraine, the enemy is already building a third line of defense, reported in the Chief Directorate of Intelligence of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine.
We see that since the beginning of May, the occupying forces have begun to strengthen their defenses. Appropriate engineering structures are being prepared, not even one and not two, but the third line of defense is being built. In the Kherson region, in the occupied territory of the Zaporizhia region, we see an increase that occurs due to the movement of troops from the territory of the Crimean Peninsula. And this is in transit from the Russian Federation. And accordingly, we see how powerful Russia is now deploying troops in the occupied territories of southern Ukraine. Vadim Skibitsky, spokesperson of the Chief Directorate of Intelligence of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine.
The occupiers implement the issuing Russian passports in Mariupol and in the temporarily occupied territories of the Donetsk region. This was reported by the advisor of the mayor of Mariupol, Petro Andryushchenko.
Top news about Russian passports for Kherson and Zaporizhia would not be complete if we do not add that today the Donetsk People's Republic in Mariupol and the newly occupied territories of the Donetsk region started receiving Russian passports without obtaining a passport of the so-called DPR. The actual annexation, particularly of Mariupol, has begun. Petro Andryushchenko, advisor to the mayor of Mariupol.
Andryushchenko also said that the school year in Mariupol will last until September 1st. He said that the Russian occupiers are doing this in order to prepare children for the Russian curriculum. Children will have to study Russian language, literature, history and math in Russian. The occupiers are planning to open 9 schools. In the Dnipropetrovsk region, the Russian occupiers shelled a number of times the Kryvyi Rih district.
The enemy shelled the Kryvyi Rih district several times during the day. They hit the Zelenodolsk community with artillery. They hit Velika Kostromka and Mariinske. A kindergarten, a church, and houses were damaged. Valentin Reznichenko, head of the Dnipropetrovsk Regional Military Administration.
Ukraine's defenders repulsed 10 enemy attacks in the Donbass over the past day and destroyed 4 tanks, 2 artillery systems, an armored personnel carrier, 1 automobile and 1 unit of special equipment. Anti-aircraft defense units destroyed 5 Orlan-10 type drones. Reported by Roman Smoler, Mariana Krechet, UATV News.